Welcome back to the Michigan Business Beat, brought to you on the Michigan Business Network. I'm Chris Holman, and we're coming to you from a remote broadcast studio, not our normal studio at the Capital Region International Airport. And we're going to run down to Jackson right now, spend a little time with Angela Thompkins. She's the Chief Diversity Officer and Vice President of Community Affairs at Consumers Energy in Jackson. And Angela, welcome to the show. It's good to have you here.
Thank you so much. It's good to be here.
So let's talk a little bit about, because Consumers Energy, in all the wonderful things you do for your customer base, you've also been very involved in community. And of course, as the community outreach person, you're in the middle of all that. One of the things you have supported over the years is Michigan Celebrates Small Business. So let's talk a little bit about that and what draws Consumers Energy there.
Yeah, so I think it's awesome that you recognized our community presence and commitment that is important for us. And we know that our small businesses are the heartbeats of the communities that we serve. And so it's important for us to support Michigan small businesses because we know they support the communities and the customers that we serve. So it's exciting for us to sponsor and participate.
Well, it's good to have you there. And thank you for not just thinking of us as hookups, right?
No, not at all. No, not at all.
Well, you're good partners for small business. You know, as the Vice President of Community Affairs and Chief Diversity Officer, what sort of work is involved in your role?
So, internal and external. I think internal, self-explanatory, making sure we have a workforce where everyone can be their best, most authentic self, regardless of their life experiences, how they self-identify. But recently, we've taken that strategy externally, and we want to create that same environment for our customers and the communities that we serve. We want our customers to actually have a relationship with us. We want for them to engage with us, tell us what they need, where are some gaps, opportunities, how can we do better? We don't want to just be the place where you pay your bill. We want to be a partner in the community. And we know there's work that we need to proactively do to repair, in some instances, those relationships, to strengthen relationships and continue to build on the strong partnerships and relationships that already exist. And so we want that same for our external partners and customers as we do internally for our coworkers.
Okay, so let's talk about DEI now. Can you talk about Consumers Energy's DEI journey and kind of where it stands now?
Sure. So we've been on this journey for a while now. And as I said, our mission is really to embed diversity, equity, and inclusion into everything we do, internal and external. We want our coworkers to feel like they belong, not just a place where we go and do a job, but that their voice matters, their perspective matters, their life experience matters when they show up for our customers and when they show up for coworkers. And so our journey has really been education. So we all start at the same place of awareness, understanding. With that understanding, we can then build to create environments, processes, and outcomes that really lend to those equitable experiences that we want. And so we have taken what we've learned internally, and we're now shifting that to the external landscape to think about when we look at our communities and our customers, maybe who's been left out, who hasn't been at the table, what voices are missing from the conversation. And so we're beginning to do that work across the state, really listening to our customers and their needs and how we might be able to improve and build better partnership.
Well, and I think it's kind of noteworthy, the fact that your footprint is so big in the state of Michigan. You've got diversity within regions that is very different. So that
Oh, yes. Yes. Yeah. So right across the state, we have over 8,000 coworkers with 8,000 different perspectives and experiences. And if you take that to your point across the state of Michigan, wow, right? Even within a particular region, there are various or diverse communities, perspectives. And so we understand that, and that is the approach that we're taking. There's no one size fits all, but we don't truly know what our customers in the communities want and need unless we sit down and have conversation and hear from them.
It's great stuff. So this year you've been talking a lot about reliability roadmap. So what is that? What does it mean for small business?
Okay, so I love that that means all of the brand and marketing work we've been doing is working. Reliability roadmap. So we know that, it's important for us, our customers rely on us to provide heat and electricity 24/7, 365 days of the year. We do a great job at that. However, we know we can always do better. So our commitment with this reliability roadmap is that when we have a storm, no customer will be impacted more than 24 hours. So we want to get that power on within 24 hours. And when we do have a storm, the commitment is that we won't have more than 100,000 customers impacted. We know, again, we have more work to do to improve, but we have some great work in progress that we've made over the year. We know currently about 9 out of 10 customers do get their power back on in 24 hours currently, but we're not satisfied, and our reliability roadmap is really a commitment for continuous improvement.
Well, listen, it's a lot like sitting on the tarmac at the airport and you're sitting and sitting and sitting, and nobody comes on and tells you why. You guys have done a marvelous job of communicating. Here's what's happened. Here's the process we're in. Here's the end date. That
Yeah,
sort
and
of.
it's an essential service, right? And so people really rely, pun is intended, we power people's lives, right?
Yep.
And so it's important for us to communicate and be transparent and let our customers know what's happening, why, and areas where we have repeated outages. Part of our community engagement is that we sit down and talk about the improvements that we're making over the next year so that they don't have those repeated outages. And so it truly is a partnership. And we know and understand that our customers really depend on us for those essential services. And so we know we need to do better, and we will.
Well, I know that you improve every day, and thanks for doing that, Angela Thompkins, who is the Chief Diversity Officer and Vice President of Community Affairs at Consumers Energy in Jackson. You've been watching the Michigan Business Beat on the Michigan Business Network. I'm Chris Holman.